All right. Like I tweeted out yesterday, I really want this DAZN app to work. So I really went over and troubleshooted everything. And I came up with a few things here. First off, um, part of being a man is being able to admit when you're wrong. I think that shows growth in all of us when we can give someone or something the benefit of the doubt and really make a considered effort to try to make a fair assessment of something before formulating an opinion. And I came up with a few things. First of all, I tested my Wi-Fi connection yesterday, and ironically enough, when I was hardwired to my laptops or my desktop or my all my devices, when I was able to hardwire to them, my router worked. My router and my modem, I should say, worked perfectly. But the thing is I own my own router modem connection device, and I had an old Motorola that was about 6 years old. So when I was hardwired, all my devices worked perfectly. But I noticed my Wi-Fi was exceptionally slow. So what I did was I got the newest Xfinity or Comcast router, and I installed that. And my Wi-Fi on my devices is flying. I'm getting like, no lie, I'm getting like 228 megabytes download, Mbps download. So my Wi-Fi is flying right now. So then, I flipped on the Zone app, and I was still having issues. But then I said to myself, you know what? I Googled it, and I looked at Chromecast because that's what I used to, cast it to my television. And what was happening is it kept stopping and starting. The sound kept going in and out. And then I looked at my Chromecast, and my Chromecast is very, very old too. And if you went on the message boards, it told you that you needed the third generation Chromecast, which I did. I also had the third generation Chromecast, but it was a Chromecast device that I used when I went over people's houses or my family's houses or whatever. I would just hook it up to the TV if I knew I wasn't going to be home and I wanted to watch an event. So I took the old Chromecast out, put the new Chromecast on. So with the combination of the new Chromecast and the updated router, um, my viewing experience was 10 times better than the first time. So I have to go back and change my review on this app. Now, I will say it doesn't look to be 1080p to me. Maybe it is, and maybe it isn't. Because I noticed on the ESPN Plus app, the picture's a little bit crisper and the sound's a little better. But this picture's still good. It's still, I would consider it HD. It's just not real, like, may or may not be 1080p. It could be 720. I don't know, but it just doesn't look as sharp as my other streaming services. Like I don't have ESPN Plus anymore. But when I had it on the trial, I noticed the picture and the sound were impeccable. This, you could see a little bit of a difference, but I can live with that, because the picture was still pretty good, still good. It was HD, but like I said, it wasn't like razor sharp HD 1080p whatever like the ESPN Plus app was. And it may have buffered maybe one or two times during an event, but the whole viewing experience was much, much better. And I think I'm going to hold on to this, and I have to go back and change my review. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this app an 8, maybe an 8, possibly an 8.5 because of the amount of events. Like, you can go back and watch all these events, like the Anthony Joshua fight, the bantamweight tournament. Say you missed it during its original airing, it's archived here. So it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful that you have that ability to go back and watch these fights if you miss them. So you don't even need a DVR. And the pre-fight shows and stuff it has. This app is a go. If you really like, there's like not a weekend that's gonna go by if you think about it when you combine the boxing and the MMA shows, you know, the Bellator shows that they have, you're always going to be able to watch something. You're always going to be, if you're a combat sports fan, you're always going to, like every weekend, you're going to have an event to watch. This is incredible, especially what's going on with, you know, with all these tournaments that are going on. It's incredible. Like the NUA, like the bantamweight tournament, the cruiserweight tournament. This is awesome. It's really awesome. My internet speed is pretty fast given quality. Like I told you, my Wi-Fi on my newer devices, I'm getting like 228 download. I only get like 12 upload, but the download is what you really need here when you're talking about streaming quality. But yeah, this is a huge difference. This app is a go. I'm gonna say this is a go. This is a definitely worth. I think if you're a combat sports fan, this is definitely worth the $9.99 a month. I couldn't justify the ESPN Plus. I just didn't think that there was enough boxing on there. I did love the ESPN Plus's fight library. Don't get me wrong, that was great. But at the end of the day, in terms of you know, amount of shows you can watch on this app, this is definitely a go, man. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't have any complaints now. By updating my equipment, it made, you know, exceptional improvements by getting this new router. This is the newest router that Xfinity makes, and you have to have the third generation Chromecast, because that Chromecast that I had, the problem is sometimes, like even this computer that I'm on right now, this computer is like, I don't throw things out until they stop working completely. Like this computer I have, like my laptops are newer. Obviously my phone is new. I have a Note 8. It's not a Note 9, but I have a Note 8. I got the newest generation iPad. So some of my devices are newer, but I do hang on to my old devices, and that's the problem sometimes with me, because I assume that everything's going to last forever, and it won't. You know, Earthquake's asking me, why isn't the show on iTunes? I don't know. It should be on iTunes. It's supposed to be. I mean, we're on iTunes, so I can go back and double check that for you. I can let Eric know. Maybe he can take a look at that. But it should be on iTunes. I'm surprised, because is this the only time you weren't able to watch it on iTunes? Earthquake, let me know, because I'll definitely follow up on that, and I'll catch up with you and figure out why it's not on iTunes right now. But again, like I said, updating the equipment. I have a bad habit sometimes. My Chromecast was at least maybe 6 or 7 years old. That was my first generation. I don't know if that was my first generation. It may have been the first generation. But I have the newest Chromecast. I always had the newest Chromecast, but I just never had it on my television. It was kind of like the device I carried around, like I told you earlier, from house to house. But updating the Chromecast and updating the router, huge improvements. So I have to recant my original review. The DAZN does not suck. It's good. Picture quality is good. It's not great. It's good. It's good. It's definitely not Netflix quality. It's not ESPN quality. It's not YouTube. Like when a lot of times I watch YouTube videos and I'll Chromecast them. It's not the same thing. It's not as sharp, but it's still good enough to be able to watch and really not complain. I mean, if you have a real educated eye, you may not like it, but for me, I can accept it. And yeah, this app is I do recommend this app, and this app is a go, man. Definitely, this app is a go. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have tried this app out yet, let me know. But I'm looking forward to this bantamweight tournament. I'm looking forward to this cruiserweight tournament. I'm looking forward to Bellew, Usyk. I'm looking forward to a lot of these fights. Are the rumors true of 15K streams for Joshua Povetkin? Not sure about that. And forgive my ignorance, but what is 15K? What is that? Does that mean it's higher quality of a stream or not? I'm a little bit ignorant to some of this technology. Given quality says when your trial runs out and you want to pull the plug for all your channels for the low, let me know. 15,000. What's that mean? Given quality, can you explain that a little bit better? When your trial runs out and you want to pull the plug. Oh, 15,000 total streams. Oh, okay. Okay. So are you saying that there's 15,000 total streams on the trial at one time, and that's going to affect the quality? Like, like, can you explain that a little bit better to me? I apologize for my ignorance. I don't know what that means. You guys can help me out in the chat. Are you saying that when the trial runs out, that the quality of the app's going to go out? Oh, that's low. That's way low. So 15,000 total. So 15K stream is not a good quality. Is that what you're saying, Georgie? No jumper does more live views than Anthony Joshua. What's that? What's that mean? Okay, well, for the fight, was there only 15,000 total streams on the app? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. So a lot of fellow YouTubers are claiming that only 15,000 people watch the fight on the DAZN app. Yeah, but is that only in the United States? I mean, that's still low if it's in the United States. But again, that's 15,000 that watch it. So only 15,000 people watch Joshua Povetkin. Well, I mean, it's not great, but again, I don't own stock in this app, so it's not like I don't really have a financial interest in this app. As long as I'm getting what I want, I mean, I'm sounding selfish right now, but as long as I'm getting what I want out of it, that's all I care about. So I'm not looking at this. Now, to be honest with you, I did say that it was stupid to put Joshua on this app and take him off Showtime. That was the dumbest thing that I think. I think for some fighters, that was a good move, but I don't think that was a good move for Joshua. Like, let's be real about it. If you're a high level fighter, you're a big name fighter, and the end game for you is to be the biggest star you can possibly be. You're not going to get bigger on an app than you would be on a network. Like, if you're on Showtime, more people are there's more eyeballs that are going to be on that, watching you on that screen as opposed to an app. There's no question about that. But if you're one of these bantamweights or cruiserweights fighting in a tournament and a network is not going to pick up those fights, then this app would be perfect for a guy like that. Because let's face it, like, the networks don't really give enough attention to to certain divisions. The cruiserweight division is not a popular division. The bantamweight division is not a popular division. Look at Jason's hilarious. Beeb got reprimanded by Matchroom. They held Beeb's paycheck for the bad review. Nah, man, nah. But I really wanted this to work. I tried hard to give it every possible benefit of the doubt, and it was my internet connection, because my router was an older router, and it just wasn't working the way it should have been working. Obviously, I had the right speed, but like I told you, my Wi-Fi was not working. My hardwired connections were working perfectly. Earthquake, I don't know, man. I don't know why it's not on iTunes. I'll text Eric right now, and he'll follow up on that. I mean, I don't know if don't you have the YouTube app? You can still watch it on YouTube too. It's not that I still want you to be able to watch it on iTunes. Let me text Eric right now and tell him. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So I just text Eric. I'll definitely follow up with you on that, because I want everyone. Oh yeah, but where I work, I move and I lose. Oh, I got you. So you can watch it. You can listen to it offline when you're on iTunes. Okay, man, I got you. All right, we'll work on that, bro. We want you. Obviously, we definitely want you to be able to to listen to the show on iTunes. We definitely want that to be a text Eric and have him get back to boxing. Have him get boxing back on HBO. Well, this is the thing. This is my, I know Hollow Top, you and D Style have a different take on this HBO situation, and I'm kind of neutral on it, and I'll tell you why. Oh, I just checked because it didn't. I just checked because Eric just said, I just checked because it didn't download on my phone. Apparently, it didn't post. I will add it this afternoon. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. All right. So he's going to download it this afternoon. I don't know how long your shift is, Earthquake, but at some point in time, that will be on iTunes by the end of the day. I'm sincerely apologize for it. Did you watch out for the videos of the celebrations in Dagestan on YouTube? The whole country was on the streets. Millions of people celebrated for King Habib. Why is Fox Sports not talking about Conor getting beat down like a piñata? It's a good question. That's a good question. How many? Yeah, Ringside Robbie's still around. How many of you guys watched the big UFC event? How many of you guys watched that? And that's another thing about the DAZN app. I'm gonna watch Chael Sonnen versus Fedor Emelianenko, I believe, next Saturday. So that's gonna be a great, entertaining fight. Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp ignored it. ESPN should take Stephen A. Smith off combat coverage. Dude's clueless. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I bought my first UFC pay-per-view in 2 years. So you guys think that's interesting point you just made, Jason. Do you guys think that this MMA fight last week is going to do 2 million pay-per-view buys? Do you think that Conor and Khabib did 2 million pay-per-view buys? Does anyone think that? I think it's possible. I think it's definitely going to be 3. You're saying it's 3 million, Jason? Wow. My number is 1.8. I mean, I'd like to be wrong. Jesus, I'd like to see both guys. Given quality saying 2.6 mil easy. Conor Diaz did 2.5 million. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? I want to follow up on it. That seems a little bit high. That definitely seems a little bit high. But yeah, I enjoyed that card. I thought it was a good card. Conor's the biggest star after getting knocked out by TBE, baby. Canelo Fielding going to be on pay-per-view? That's a good question. That's a good question. 2.5 is the UFC pay-per-view record. Conor versus Diaz. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Guys watched the show yesterday. We had a lot of great debate on that Conor Khabib situation. You know, had a great debate on it. And I think if Conor fights Tony Ferguson, you guys think Tony Ferguson beats Conor too? I think Tony Ferguson beats Conor as well. I think it may be a slightly more competitive fight than Khabib Conor, but I still think Tony Ferguson, he's a big dude, man. I think he beats him too. Jason, you destroyed Eric. You were partly right. I mean, I think that if we condone that behavior from anyone, regardless of the circumstances, I think it just opens the door for it to continuously happen. And if that happens, and time and time again, a couple times a year in multiple events, someone's going to get hurt. Like innocent bystanders are going to get hurt. So that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. If we accept brawls going on after events, then people in the arena are going to get hurt. People who have nothing to do with the fight are going to get hurt. And I think that's a problem. What's going on, Actual Facts? How you doing? Salute to the whole chat. Yep. Let me answer. I'm sorry, Hello Top. My odds on Canelo Fielding, I would say Canelo is going to be at the very least, a 6-1 favorite over Fielding. With all due respect to Fielding, he just gets hit too much, and he's not the fastest guy in the world. And Canelo, being as quick as he is with his hands and as precise he is with his punches, I think he's going to pick Fielding apart. He's just going to carve him up, and he's going to stop him probably like 9 or 10 rounds. But I like Fielding. I mean, I like his heart. I think gets the best out of his ability. But this is about skills, man, and Canelo definitely has more skills than him. Dogbo Inoue. You got to make Inoue the favor for this whole tournament. I think Inoue. I kind of like Zolani Tete. He's like the dark horse of the tournament. He's definitely the dark horse of the tournament because he's very quick and athletic and he can box his ass off. But you got to make Inoue. After seeing what Inoue did, he was the favorite for me going in, but I did not expect him to do what he did, man, against Payano on Saturday. There's no question about it. That was very surprising to me. That was a shocker. What are the markets selling off this morning? Down 2K this morning. I don't know. I haven't really been following the stock market. I have my money in a lot of conservative investments right now. I'm going to be 49 in December, so I'm kind of taking less risk as I get older. I don't play with the market too much. I didn't see it. Was the riot as bad as Bogalata? No. Yeah, interest rates are up, definitely, if you're saving. Like my money market's going up. That's good. Okay, Jason saying the UFC record pay-per-view was 1.6 million. Yeah, that's what I thought, Jason. I don't think it. That was kind of a big number that you gave me. I was definitely going to Google it afterward, but no harm, no foul. We all make mistakes, no big deal. Like I said, it takes a man to admit when he's wrong. You're going to be wrong in your life. You're going to deal with it. Amazon and Apple suck this morning. Yeah, the markets went down. Like I know the end of last week, they went down, the markets. I was watching the news. I heard that. 2.5 million to 2 million is Jason's prediction for the pay-per-views. 1.6 million for Nate and Connor. Yeah, so this, I think I was gonna say 1.8, but it's possible it does 2 million pay-per-view buys. I hope it does. I mean, I hope it does huge numbers, because then that will be like kind of put pressure on Dana to keep Khabib in the mix. I know Khabib did something wrong and he should be punished for it, but I hope the suspension's not too long. I mean, if you look at it, yeah, it was fucked up what he did, but at least no one was hurt and there was no riot. And what could have happened, the potential for a riot, the potential for disaster was definitely there, but fortunately no one got injured. Like the situation with Connor, people can say whatever they want, but he fucked up. He fucked people up for life. Like that guy that got glass in his eye is going to be fucked up for the rest of his life. I mean, he's going to have a corneal abrasion for the rest of his life. That guy that got his face cut, he's going to have a facial scar for the rest of his life. And all the people that didn't fight that night, they lost paydays. So if you think about it, what Conor did was, in my opinion, was way worse than what Khabib did. But that's not to say that I justify it either way. But I just want the punishment to fit the crime. If you're not going to suspend Conor for injuring people for life, for doing what he did, then it's not right that Khabib will get a stiffer punishment than Conor, which is probably going to happen. But hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully, Dana may try to go to bat for Khabib a little bit. Obviously, the Nevada State Athletic Commission is going to do what they want to do, but hopefully he gets like a 6-month suspension, and that way he won't get stripped, Because who wants to see Conor versus Ferguson? I mean, it's not a bad fight, but who wants to see that fight be for the interim title when the real champion is definitely Khabib? So Conor's Dana's cash cow now. If he had it his way, Khabib wouldn't get paid nor get the belt. Yeah, but Khabib killed him. He beat the piss out of him, with all due respect, man. He beat the shit out of Conor. And sometimes, when you're the bad guy, like Khabib's going to be the bad guy now. He's going to be the heel. Not in my mind, but in a lot of people's minds. Like, he got booed. A lot of people hate him now because Conor has a lot of fans. But sometimes, like Floyd was able to capitalize off being the bad guy. Yeah, I want to see Tony Ferguson versus Khabib, too. That's definitely the fight that should happen next. And you know, if Conor loses again, then it's going to be questionable whether or not he can still be the draw that he is, be the big name that he is if he loses again, which is totally possible. He may definitely lose again. I don't think he beats Ferguson. He can still beat some other guys in that division. He can maybe beat Pettis, but I don't think he can beat Ferguson. I don't think he can beat Khabib. Khabib gained like 4 million followers on Instagram over 2 days, and his pictures are getting like 2 to 3 million likes. That's international icon level. Yeah, like I said, I like Khabib a lot, man. I like Khabib a lot, and I respect the guy. But that I'm sorry, what happened, but fortunately, no one was hurt. All right, guys. I think that's about it. Anyone have any more questions before I get ready to go? If you want to ask me any last minute questions before I end this stream, let me know. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys give this app a try. And I think if you are a fight fan, you'll be happy with the amount of fights that you're getting, and you'll be able to watch boxing. Sending you the video of Celebrate. Thank you, Jason. I'll definitely check that out. Yeah. If Conor loses another fight, yeah, I agree, Bad Bart. He's going to be in trouble. All right, guys. Till next time, have a great day. Beeb is out. Talk to y'all soon. Peace. Enjoy.